Okay, and we are live. Hmm. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world. I'm Stephen the Channeler. Stephanie is busy tuning into a very powerful Tao meditation, so she'll be probably listening a little bit with one ear. And I am here to help Jadon Se come through for another session of Blessings from the Dragon. And let's see, how is our sound today? Are we sounding okay? Last week we had some issues with latency, like stuttering in the sound. So we've made some changes and hopefully that will prevent that from happening. We're also making a backup recording local so that we can swap that in if that happens again. Unfortunately, we didn't have that last week. Oh well. Live and learn, right? It's all a work in progress. So I hear that sound is good. Thank you very much. And let's see, announcements. Well, Stephanie and I are both artists, and we're in the last feverish preparation for an open studio. We're going to share all of our artwork. So anyone who's around the Mount Shasta area, you should come by our open studio. Let's see. Most of you are much further away, so we'll we'll throw a few things up online, or who knows what. Okay, very good. So we are. Looks like we're all starting to gather here. We have people here. Well, we'll do some announcements in a moment, but we have who's checking in here? We have New Jersey. We have North Bend, Oregon. Who else is in the house here? Call out where you are today. We want to feel this globe lighting up with dragon energies here. So let's hear it. Where are you from today? We have Amsterdam, Netherlands, Chile, Groves, Texas, South Africa, Folsom, Thailand. Beautiful. Where else are you from today? Where are you in the world? We have Buenos Aires, Argentina. Beautiful. Price, Utah. And who else is in the house today? Call it out. We currently, well, I don't have my normal view on, so I don't know how many of us are here. Probably somewhere around 20 is usually where we start. Chicago, Illinois, Holland. We have Queensland, Australia. Beautiful. All right. We're well represented around the world today, it seems like. And what else is going on? Okay, let's do some announcements, and I will call out more places if they pop in there. Once again, we have a class coming up, and the class is just around the corner. We're going to be starting our new class on November 2nd. Jadon Se has been providing a lot of information for that, and we're putting together a presentation that'll go along with the channelings and the wisdom that he's going to come through with. And we have somebody from Long Beach, California. We have Queensland, Australia. So it's beautiful. The class starts on November 2nd. It'll be a 4-week class, each one between 1 and 2 hours. So it'll be up to maybe 8 hours of class time. And we now have somewhere around 20 in the class, which is lovely. We'd like keeping it intimate, so hopefully we won't get mobbed. I don't think we will. It's probably going to be about the same people who show up here every week, which is beautiful. And we are really looking forward to that. The signups will continue to be open until the 1st of November, so that's 11/1, and it closes at 11/1, 11/11. So lots of ones will be the signifying numerology of our beginnings as a team, as a class, I guess. Okay, very good. So that is, if you want to sign up for that class, just go to jadonse.com. It's JADONSE.com, and you'll see a class sign up link there. There should be links also at the bottom of this live. And what else do we have going on? The app testing is going pretty well. It looks like we're sustaining 12 people testing it. If you have the app and you're testing it on Android, please make sure you log in at least once a day. It helps convince the Google Play Store that the testing is really going on. And so far, so good. We haven't had any problems with the app. just a few little like typos in some of the text, and we have a request that the history persist when you leave the app and come back. So we'll look at adding that. Right now, it just shows the history of that session of using the app. So, and we do have the app available on iOS for iPhones and Apple-based devices. You won't be able to get it through the App Store. Unfortunately, they don't want any more Oracle cards. I guess there are a lot of Oracle apps out there, and they didn't bother, publishing. Don't develop one of these. So we went through all the effort to develop an app just to find out that they just don't want it. So we are self-publishing, and we can do that through an app called Test Flight. We just have to push an update every 90 days, and you still get the app on your device. So if you want to do that on iOS, go to also jadonse.com, and you'll see in our store section there's a link to get on board with that app. And we do personal readings. There's been a little uptick in personal readings, and it's been really wonderful. Jadon Se loves to hear those who he does the reading for say, I really needed to hear that. Now he's starting to say, well, I really needed to hear that, in his voice. So it's like, it's beautiful when he feels like it is really making a difference in somebody's journey. So if you want a personal reading, there's a link below this live. You can also go to jadonse.com, and there's a link there as well. Okay, that's it for our announcements. Looks like we have a few newcomers here. Let's see. We have South Africa in the house. We have Belgium in the house, and Florida. So very good. Welcome to everyone. Okay, very good. So without much further ado, let us just drop into channel, and we'll hear what Jadon Se has to say. I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the Third Arc of Consciousness, and this is a session of blessings from the Dragon. We gather every Wednesday at 11:11 for energetics from the cosmic dragon realms to pour into this little gathering, this intimate little gathering. It is beautiful, and we bring in blessings, some information that accompanies the energetics. When you hear my voice, it is information that is coming in, and then there are layers underneath this of energetics. These are, dear ones, blessings on many levels. It is important for you to understand that when you speak, you are transmitting, let us say, or opening a channel, a pathway of energetics from your higher, greater self, pressing out into this outward experience, this illusion of separation from those you are speaking with. There are energies coming through your voice, your entire beingness. And it is not even necessary to be in person, for even though there is an entire multidimensional series of layers of energetics coming through your facial expressions and body language, there are also energetics coming through your very beingness. Once you have made a connection with those you are speaking with, there are different channels opening up, so to speak, and you are conveying deeper understandings, energies, connections, you might say. All of you have this. And as you all, in your own way, become dragon speakers, your voice will carry the energies of the dragon realms as well. A new dimension added to your presence, perhaps, or perhaps an energetic you have carried through many connected lifetimes. Yes, dear ones. This is Blessings from the Dragon, and today we have a very special blessing that is happening on your Gaia. Some of you may be aware of this, and for those of you who are not, There is a great gathering of the cetaceans, beautiful star beings living in your oceans, some of them terrestrial and born and raised here, of course. However, their lineage, the cetaceans, the whales, the dolphins, the orcas, the cetaceans, they have a star lineage, many star lineages, in fact, and many of them come from your Sirius star system. There are even Arcturian dolphins and whales here. Yes, dear ones, they are scattered around your cosmos, much as humanoid beings are. Mm, There have been beautiful cetacean civilizations on your Mintaka, a beautiful oceanic world in your Orion system, damaged from these wars, unfortunately. And there are beautiful energies coalescing around this, your Gaia, right now. It is a form of oceanic blessing, you might say. So the theme of today's blessings from the dragon will involve a sea dragon, will involve the oceans of this, your Gaia, and the oceans of many different water worlds, let us call them, throughout the cosmos. There is a great gathering right now of the whales and many of the elders, you might say, of the cetacean realms, off the coast of your South Africa. Those of you who are tuning in from South Africa, please extend your awareness, your feelings out into your waters and bring those energies to this gathering through our dragon lines. Just feel into it. These cetaceans are holding a great council right now. You may have heard that they stopped singing for a bit. This was for a reason. There are many different reasons, dear ones. However, the primary reason was a gathering of energies, a gathering of spirit, so to speak, which so often happens most effectively in silence. For this council. This council is convening right now. And you can feel the singing of these whales. They have begun to sing again after a brief silence. And this singing is not only pouring energies out into your oceans, your Gaia, your entire world. They are also bringing in beautiful vibrations from the stars. Yes, dear ones, there are visitors here from all over the cosmos in anticipation and celebration of the beginning of this golden age, what you might call ascension. And it is no coincidence that your Andronoff 3i Atlas is nearly behind the sun now from your point of view, and there will be a great blessing just before your Halloween. Your son will be given a nudge, so to speak, by the loving beings on your Andronoff, and this blessing will be unmistakable, dear ones. This council of the cetaceans is in preparation for that event, and they are gathering up the beautiful cetacean wisdom and energies, holding this grand council to bless this planet. So this is not only a dragon blessing, this is also a whale and cetacean blessing right now. Your Gaia is smiling energetically at this. It is beautiful what is happening. This is a turning point, dear ones. The tide has turned. Things are moving into the light, into the golden age. Yes, there are darknesses still here. There are still the throes of the old densities struggling, kicking and screaming, not wanting to drop away. But drop away they are. They are soon to be in your past, many of these darker episodes. And many of you are becoming more and more aware of some of the darkest chapters of these times we are leaving behind. And it is fine for you to remember them in some way so that they are not repeated. There is a cleaning out of wounds, so to speak, going on your Gaia, in your civilizations. in your humanity. It is very much like if you had fallen off your bicycle and skinned your knee, and deep gravel and grit from the road got into your knee, and it is a nasty wound that is very painful, and oftentimes you need to pick this gravel and grit out of, or wash it out of the wound in order for it to finally heal. This is like a wound that has been festering for a long time, and not enough of the grit and gravel has been washed and picked out for true healing to happen. So there is still some painful experience in store for this, your beautiful civilization, and the histories, grand histories of humanity and Gaia it's herself. So it is important for those of you to understand, who are focused on this pain, focused on this darkness, to realize that this is a time where the wound is being washed out. It is not a pleasant process to pick gravel and pieces of road grit out of a wound like this. And this is what is going on at this time. And let us just leave that aside for a time and not focus so much on the painful episodes. Let us focus on the dawn of this new light that is emerging, this golden, beautiful light that the whales are singing about, your Andronoff is preparing for, and there are other beings here visiting, not just the slow-moving craft that many of you are aware of and your space agencies have been monitoring. No, there are craft in your atmosphere right now. They are, let us say, cloaked. They are invisible to most eyes. There are some of you who can see them. And they are all gathered here for this. It is like a beautiful graduation ceremony. This, your golden age, is finally getting an official start, let us say, very soon, starting around the 29th of your October, give or take. This is, time is not the same from where I stand. Beautiful energies and blessings are pouring through rivers in the stars, you might say. These star rivers are showering beautiful blessings upon this your Gaia, this your ascension at this very time. And they will crescendo, so to speak, right around your Halloween. And it is very appropriate that this is the timing for this. For in your northern hemisphere, your Halloween is a great time of the veil becoming quite thin, and it is it spreads around the globe. So the southern hemisphere, you do not need to worry that you are not having the same veil lifting. It is still very connected with humans who are all around this globe, and you, dear ones, are connected through the dragon lines and will be bringing any said blessings into a global environment. And you are not alone. There are many grid workers upon this world who do the same in their own way with their own energetics. It is quite beautiful. Very good. Now, before we commence with a few things, I do not have anyone listening to the sound, and we are trying to make sure we don't have a repeat of last time with latency. Has everything working very well? Can somebody in the chat please let us know if sound is good or if it is broken in some way? We will just continue while we are waiting on that. And thank you. Sound is good. This is beautiful. Very good. There are messages for you as a group. If you choose to have this reading and blessing apply to you as well, just in an inward fashion, just assent to say, I give Jadon Se permission to read my energetics and incorporate it into these blessings and readings. And there are many energies for those gathered here that are common, that are very important, let us say, understandings at this moment of now. The most important message right now for you as a collective, you as a group, including those who will be listening on the recordings. For you are in connecting your moment of now with this moment of now. And it is just as powerful for you if you have given permission. This reading is for you as well. A very important energetic in the group, in the collective right now, is that your vibration is rising. This is very pronounced, dear ones. All of you are vibrating at a rising rate. You are waking up, so to speak. A greater portion of your being is shining through you, you might say. Your vibration is rising. It is a time of great growth for you. Yes, spiritual growth. You are beginning to occupy these higher frequencies with more regularity, and it is becoming more and more familiar and comfortable for you. And as you acclimate, so to speak, to these vibrational states, there is a new understanding that is dawning upon you. Your dreams are becoming a little clearer, a little brighter, little glimpses of memories and visions throughout the day, and understandings, knowings that come to you. Yes, dear ones, feeling the dragon energies around you. There are new awarenesses coming to all of you. Tune into them. Be alert. Be aware. If something happens that is new to you, take note of it. It is the new norm for you, if you wish. Do not be nervous about any of this. It is you are always in control. There will not be a great onslaught of visions in the middle of work or driving a vehicle or something like this. It is not like that. It will not be harmful or dangerous or challenging. It will be simply a gift that you can take or not. Each of these gifts is growing in energy, and this is a process of getting your power back. It is a process that you are each going through as your vibration rises. So many of your abilities are trying to return to you. You are gathering back to yourself a greater portion of yourself and becoming more aware of your understandings, your internal wisdom, your knowingness, your connectedness with other beings, with nature, with Gaia, with the cetaceans. Yes, dear ones. Can any of you feel them singing right now? If you just feel, you might feel a whale-like or beautiful cetacean energy, these songs of the sea coming. And yes, dear ones, there is a sea dragon joining us. Her name is Saranti, and she is beautiful. She is a shimmering pearlescent pink and white and multicolored, you might say opalescent. She is Saranti. She is beautiful, and she is interfacing the dragon lines with this council of the cetaceans as we speak. Some of you might feel her gaze upon you, her beautiful rose-like light that is coming, shining from her eyes. It is captivating. I should not gaze too long at her. It is, you are getting your power back from this process. You are calling these energies back to you. And why is this happening right now? You, dear ones, have decided to become, let us say, pioneers of the golden age in some way. You are showing up for this dragon transmission and the cetacean blessings and the sea dragon blessing because you are ready to be of assistance in this ascension process. The dawning of this golden age, yes, and the sun has crested of this new golden era, and it is feeling warm and bright already. It is still an early dawn, let us say, and things are just getting going for this new era. this change that is coming. It is a beautiful change. And many of those around you do not feel this change, are not aware of it. Many around you are mired in, let us say, anxiety and fear and division and political infighting. And there is so much right now. There is a great kerfluffle upon this planet. It is like this. It is not a riot with lots of violence happening, but it is very much a, let us just say, there is a lot of gathering people who are operating from fear or shame or guilt or frustration or misunderstanding, having been deceived by different factions that wish to divide. And it is for you right now. You are gathering your power back so that you can be grounded in the peacefulness, in a hope and understanding and optimism for what is coming. You, dear ones, can see this golden age coming, and many cannot. And because of this, you carry a mantle, an energy of groundedness, of peace, of understanding, wisdom, compassion that many do not have at this time. And because you have this, it is a great gift that you have, that you can give to those around you. And just your mere presence, the twinkle in your eye, the smile upon your lips, the ease in your voice, the body language of relaxation, peace, tranquility, knowing that a beautiful era is dawning. Just carry that energy, dear ones. And as you do, you are affecting many around you. Not only those who cast their eyes upon you, but many of those who simply pass by in your neighborhood are getting a little feeling of that energy from you. It is like being near a bonfire. You do not have to stand right up against the flame to feel the warmth. It is like this. You are, as you just move through the world, you are creating these energies that are being felt by those around you. And some would be shocked to know just how far away they are being sensed. Let us put it this way. Many of you have dear ones, loved ones, that you may be thinking about. All of a sudden, they come across your mind. You have not thought of them in a while. And they are just, you feel them. You're not sure why you're feeling them. And suddenly they call you on the telephone, or they contact you somehow, or you come to find later that at that moment they were thinking of you. And they could be around the planet on the other side of the world. They could be halfway across the cosmos, and this message will get through. Dear ones, those of you who know this and have felt this and have experienced this, you have a little bit of an understanding of how your energetics affect those who you love, those who you have compassion for, care about, have some sort of connection with in some way. And as you grow in your understanding, you can connect with every living being on this planet in that same way. The more compassion you hold, the more love you hold, the more connectedness you have for beings, the more your energies pass to them as a great blessing. As at this time, you are, let us just say, greatly amplifying blessings that are coming in from all around the cosmos, these rivers of energy from the stars, carrying love, carrying compassion and wisdom and joy and optimism and groundedness and a sense of deep belonging. Dear ones, you have this gift to share with those around you, again, just by being here. You do not need to do anything. Just carry these energies, dear ones. And this change that is coming, you see it much more clearly than others do. And so you can help them to start to, in some ways, wake up to it, to understand that there are better times coming, that there is a great gift being bestowed upon this world right now. This is beautiful. Let us call in the cetaceans to amplify this through their oceanic grids, and they don't even need a grid, just through the liquid oceans. And let us just think of it as a beautiful network of water that reaches all the way up into your rivers and streams and creeks, and even reaches into the rain that is falling from the skies. Let the waters sing this same song of beauty and optimism and hope and joy and love and compassion. These whales, they are singing these energies out into the Gaia. They are also singing them back out, reflecting them into the cosmos, thanking the star beings for their blessings, and giving the blessings of Gaia in return for this beautiful time that is here. These cetaceans and our beautiful sea dragon who is here smiling upon everything. We are together bridging the entire world here. The land, the seas, the skies, the stars, everything is being connected at this time. It is a deep blessing, and for each of you, you may feel deeper and deeper connections with all of these. Feel it. Feel the oceanic blessings within your own waters. Feel the star blessings entering into your crown chakra. Feel beautiful energies and blessings coming to and through you from the land, from the dragon lines and the dragon realms and the greater cosmos, your dream worlds. There is a great connection happening today, right now, and it will be increasing until around your Halloween. It is beautiful. Just carry it. It is okay whether or not you feel this right now. I sense two of you saying, I do not feel a thing. I'm not sure what this is. What is he talking about? It is fine. You are still being blessed. Whether you feel it or not, you will notice things. You will notice little daydreams and more lucid and vivid dreams at night. You will notice, those of you who are paying very close attention will notice a change in the loved ones around you, a change in even the society around you. You will notice an energetic shift in your lives starting from today. Just pay attention, or even if you do not notice, it is still happening. Just know that this is happening. Very good. This has been a blessing carried on a voice. Many different dimensional levels of blessings pouring through to each of you. We do not need to speak a blessing. You are being showered with it all the time. And it is so beautiful. This change that is coming, there are so many exciting transformations, so many joyous opportunities. Many of you, if you open yourselves fully to this, will be able to very easily jump timelines to much more positive world for yourselves as well. This could be new opportunities for any sort of type of abundance of love, joy, laughter, finances, any sort of abundance, beautiful food gatherings, any sort of abundance can very easily start pouring into your reality right now. Open yourselves, expect miracles, for this will be the new norm. These beautiful occurrences will be at first very shocking, and then you will begin to relax into them and realize how very supported you are. Just at the right time, something appears that was just what was needed. This ease and grace is increasing. Welcome it into your worlds, dear ones. Very good. Well, at this time, it is 11:44 on the 22nd. So we have 22:11:44 in this time zone of Pacific time. It is beautiful. We are using these Pacific energies too. And this dragon is channeling from a voice who is not far from the headwaters of the Sacramento River. And it is very apparent always that anything that touches the waters at that headwaters is very quickly transmitted to the entire globe, through the river, through this beautiful sacred river, out through the Golden Gate into the Pacific, and through all the waters of this Yogaya. Let us just feel your ability to do the same thing. If you put your blessings, whatever they are, into any water, anywhere, realize that all waters are connected, not only just here on your Gaia, but across the cosmos. Did you know that your sun creates water, that there is star water? It is like a rain of the solar system. Instead of falling, it goes outward from the sun. It is this beautiful star shower of star water. Did you know that your cosmos is full of this star water? So when you connect with the water, you are connecting with creation on so many different levels. This is why you have these beautiful traditions, ceremonies, baptisms, to remind you that all water is connected, and this is a mirror of all spirit being connected. It is so beautiful. Thank you to the cetaceans. Let us now thank the whales and the dolphins, the orcas, all of the cetaceans for their patience. They have been so patient with humanity. We have mistreated them in so many ways, and we have also saved them from being tangled in nets. And there is a relationship that is beautiful. When a human gazes into the eyes of a whale, there is an exchange of energy that is unlike any other exchange in the cosmos. It is very unique and special, and it is felt by the whale as well. It is so beautiful. Let us feel those energies right now. Imagine you are gazing into the great eye of, say, a humpback whale who has surfaced and is looking at you with love and wisdom and depth that you have never experienced in any other set of eyes before. And imagine this exchange and send a wave of thanks and love right now to the cetaceans on behalf of humanity in the dragon realms. Yes, dear ones, it is being felt right now. This thanks, this love, this connection is very special. Feel it. Very good. And dear ones, at this time, it is very, sorry, I'm getting all choked up. It is very potent if you take some beautiful natural salt, Celtic salt from the sea, or pink Himalayan salt mined from beautiful ancient salt deposits. Take some of this salt in the coming days, or if you have some in your house, you can do it today. Take some of this salt and get a small pile of it, perhaps put it in a little pouch, if you have a medicine pouch that you can wear around your neck with this salt in it, these larger salt crystals. And let us take our intentions for this time period. This can be any of your intentions, any of the dreams that you wish to build, blessings for the cetaceans, blessings for our star families, whatever you wish. Just gaze into that salt crystal and pour these intentions into the salt. And as you do this, the love will be recorded there. It must go with feeling. The feelings are what is recorded, not so much the thoughts, but the thoughts guide the feelings. They become geometries. They become beautiful energetics that carry not only the feelings but also the information, and they are recorded in these salt crystals. And let us do this week. And as you take these salt crystals, even just one tiny little crystal at a time, and drop them into a liquid. This can be your tea or coffee in the morning. It's okay. It will not taste too salty with just a tiny crystal or two. And you can put them in your beautiful sacred waterway, your local creek, lake, anything. Just drop one little crystal that you have put this into. Dear ones, when you do this, you are releasing great cosmic energies. You are releasing the energy of spirit into the waters. It is a greatly amplified water blessing to do this. And when you take them into your own body, you are doing the same thing. If you drink it in your tea or coffee or just a warm glass of water, you are taking this entire blessing that you have put and encoded in the salt crystal into your very beingness. This is more potent than you know. This is a great secret that has been suppressed for eons, that these salt blessings have such ability to bring about the beautiful blessings that you intend. And this is indeed even what started the independence of your nation, India. Your Mahatma Gandhi started that journey that culminated in the independence from the British rule of your India over salt. And beautiful beings walked down to the sea and created their own salt. It was against the law. And you do not hear in the retellings of your story, Gandhi, that they were pouring their intentions into these salt crystals as we are instructing you today. You do not hear that in your history. However, that is what started the independence of India from the great British Empire of that time. And this is the power that you have when you do these beautiful rituals with salt, and when you send your love and thoughts into those crystals. That is your gift for today. Some of you may have been vaguely aware of this. This is a very good time to be using this ability right now. Let us use it to send blessings to the Citation Council as well. Very good. And now let us open this session of blessings from the dragon to a general discussion in the chat. If you have anything you would like to bring to the collective here, please put it in uppercase. This dragon will attempt to multitask using not only the voice of this channel, but the eyes, etc. And we will see what happens here. Reading in the chat, I can feel being seen by the sea dragon. She is there. Dancing Dragon Queen. We have very excited for golden opportunities coming. Thank you, Jadon. I felt your answer to my request in the whales. Thank you. It is, for me, it is a beluga whale. Beautiful. Are there any questions or thoughts or something we would like to bring to the collective right now? Go ahead and put it in uppercase if you have something. We have Rachel Geiger saying, what uses are there for light language speaking? Oh, dearest one, beautiful light language is the language of your spirit, your soul. It does not need to carry verbal instruction. It does not need to even make sense. They can be nonsensical sounds if they are done with feeling and coming from and through your beingness. You are speaking out into the world your energies. Light language is exactly what we were speaking of when we said that your voice carries an energetic. And when you use light language, it is like poetry of the spirit. Poetry is beautiful, for it is language that carries deep symbolic wisdom and meanings, and it is very much like musical speaking. And there are different layers and energies coming through. This poetry can be so potent. And dear ones, poetry is just a small fraction, stepping stone towards light language. Light language carries upon it the waves of understanding from your greater beingness, from all the way up to the prime creator, if it is pure enough and clear enough. And it is beautiful understandings, wisdom, and let us just say transmissions from the greater beingness through your voice. And so light language can be used. There is a beautiful teaching that we will share with you. This is a dragon speaking understanding. When you use light language, when you open yourself up to the greater portion of yourself and allow that to flow through without blocking it, without your mind stepping in and saying, wait a minute, this is nonsense, it is not even, these are not even true words or whatever. When you are able to let us just say lovingly brush aside these thoughts and let the flow of energies come through. There is, let us say, a bridge of time. You are, from your viewpoint, bound by this timeline, or in a consciousness of procession of moments in time that is transcended. This is a dragon knowingness that there is only one moment of now, and there are other divine beings who understand this as well. And in dragon speaking, especially with light language, you are speaking for the now. And when you speak for the now, some of you are having goosebumps right now. It is when you speak for the now. What is the now truly? You have heard the sound now. When you say this now, there is power in that, is there not? It is nearly as powerful as saying I am. You just say now. It is that energy is what is carried in your light language, the greater now. And it is a greater now than you can possibly imagine for where you stand in this moment of now. It is the entire eternity in a single glance, you might say, distilled and spoken. And when you speak this, there is a great blessing that comes through it. Just saying the word now, and your light language is doing that in so many ways. It is beautiful. We could go on and on about light language. We will just leave it at this for now. Is there an astrological system which is most in alignment with Prime Source Creator? Through which system do you view astrology through as an cosmic dragon? Tevin, it is like languages. There are so many different versions of astrology. There's your Vedic astrology. There's what is commonly known as your Western astrology. There is a Gnostic astrology. There is a Buddhist astrology. There are so many different astrologies, and many of them are just like languages. You can say a word in Greek or in Hebrew or in Aramaic or in English or in Spanish or Chinese, and each of them will carry a slightly vibration, even though it is a translation of the same concept, so to speak, spoken as a word. And because each is translated in a different way, carries a different energetic, it is slightly different and yet strangely the same. So there is this mysterious archetype of the thought behind any word, and this is very similar to astrology. It is an interpretation of the alignments of the stars, the cosmos, planets, everything. It is an interpretation of what those mean and what energies are coming through them. None is more correct than the other. They are all different aspects of seeing and being. You should, if you wish to even use the word should, you are guided to, by your own greater self, tap into the astronomy, the astrology, the astrological understandings that most resonate with you. If you check out an Ayurvedic horoscope, so to speak, or an interpretation of astrology as it is, and it does not resonate with you, and you tap into more of a Mandarin or a Western version of this astrological reading, so to speak, one of them will stand out to you. One of them will just ring as truth. And the one that rings the most as truth to you is the one that you should tune in. We should not use should, and I just did it several times. Is the one that is most effective for you to tune into, let us say. I hope that helps. Let us see now. With respect for all life, how can we protect our animals and homes from unwanted pests? Dearest Leslie, I understand from this question that there are certain things that you feel are happening to your animals, your friends, your beloved beings, companions that you wish to help with. And please understand that there are many different levels of energetics to any being, and there are many different even bodies that you might say. There are energetic and light bodies all the way through to the let us say corporeal material appearing bodies, and we feel in your question is a sense of parasitic infection that is not necessarily beneficial, you feel, to your pets. And how you treat this is really based on your understanding of energetics and existence. And so for those of you who are ready to just use plant medicine or chemical remedies or surface level material remedies, there is a beautiful concoction of wormwood and black walnut, in some cases apple cider vinegar, though be careful with your apple cider vinegar with certain animals. Just monitor it. They can upset their stomachs. You can go from this concoction of wormwood and black walnut, even perhaps, depending on the animal, some garlic, although you must be careful with the garlic and animals as well. These are beneficial plant medicines that will oftentimes take care of the physical material issues. The more energetic versions of this are blessing your animals with health, sending them intentions, putting love into their food and into their water before you put the water out for them. Even one of those salt crystals, yes, dear one, this is very effective for animals as well. You can do this so well on an energetic level with your inner beingness. And there are layers and layers. We can go from there all the way into the light body. And the light body, these are spiritual blessings and healings. You can, if you wish, start from the plant medicine and work your way into the higher realms, or you can start from the higher realms and work your way all the way down to the material. It is for you to decide what is right in your situation, what resonates with you. What is there? When I have a conversation with someone in my mind, what happens behind the veil and how are we both affected? Thank you, Nazia. It is very important for you to understand that every being, not only humans, every being has the ability of telepathy. And telepathy is perhaps a misleading word. It sounds like you're telegraphing words to somebody. It sounds a little like telegraph or telephone, and it is much deeper than this. It is not simply just thoughts that are forming into words and being conveyed to another. It is an energetic, and this is what we touched on before when we said you might think of someone and feel of someone in your that you haven't felt in a while. Like, why is this person coming into my awareness? And you've come to find out that were having the same feeling at exactly that time. And it is not just it is not an exchange of words or information per se. It is a general feeling connection. And when you have this, mm, it is a type of conversation. It is an energetic conversation. We are right now having a conversation with words and with voice and all that. And we have spoken about this already, that there is a deeper conversation happening beneath the surface of these words. It is the same with any connection. When you connect with a person in your mind or in your heart, let us not just focus on the mind, for the mind is it is a powerful instrument. It is useful. However, the heart is many, many times more powerful in terms of its reach. Even your science can pick up electrical impulses from your brain, your mind, and all this a few inches to a few feet from your head, and it can be read and sensed, and they can pick up energies from your heart several blocks away, dear ones. It is many, many more times propagating through the fields of spirit. Let us just put it this way. Your heart is a much more powerful transceiver than your mind alone. And when you put the two together in coherence, let us not say the word incoherent all together like that. It is confusing. When you put them together in a coherence, then they amplify each other. You might say it is like a carrier wave upon a signal. It is very important to always involve your heart and your feelings with any connection. If it is simply a mental connection, it is a very weak and tenuous connection. It might be somewhat slightly effective in some ways. And when you connect it through your heart, when you connect your mind and your heart and work them together, dear ones, this is when deep connections happen, you might think of it as like your mind is like the old school dial-up connection to the internet, like all this sort of thing, like where, and you do all this, it's tedious, and you finally get this connection, and it's such a tiny little slow connection to the internet, and then you have this fiber optic connection that is just amazingly what do they call this, a wide bandwidth, and this is like your heart and your mind. Like if you try to just use your mind, it is this little silly little dial-up connection, and if you use your mind to then connect through this beautiful fiber optic network, whatever it is that you use, this high bandwidth, wide band, whatever you call this, it is so many more times effective, and you can also send video and emojis and little 3D dragons and all sorts of things to the person instead of just one line of text that is moving very slowly. This is just a metaphor for how much more effective it is when you use your heart to make these connections. What happens behind the veil is the rest part. Yes, you are both affected, whether or not it is conscious, subconscious, deep feeling. It is much like your string theory people talking about quantum entanglement. There is a reciprocal movement that happens on both sides of the connection that is directly related. And so when you make this connection, you can very easily, let us say, have an effect on the other person at the other end of the connection, so to speak. The deeper this connection, the less it will seem like two people at ends of a connection. The more it will seem like a connection of beingness, one being connected in two lives. And you can go very deep with this. Many effects can happen. We could go on and on, but to the extent that you use this connection effectively, the effects are more and more pronounced, to the point where you have two people uttering the same thing on different sides of the cosmos at the same time. These sorts of things are possible. Jadon Se, how does the current golden timeline look for humanity and Gaia? What is happening that we are not aware of in our current timeline? Dear one, Galvarino, it is from you when you ask a cosmic golden dragon about time. It is like hovering over a galaxy and asking a golden dragon about one arm of the galaxy. There is so much happening in that arm of the galaxy that it is not over. It is hard to even respond to such a question. There is let us just say that there is an overall energetic for those who are present right now in this gathering, that you are firmly on this golden age timeline, that it is at this point inevitable that there will be a golden age. There is no turning back. The darkness will not come back. It is they will make their little fits and throws, and there will be disturbing events, let us say. However, the grand arc of this current of time that you are all in right now is heading inexorably into the golden age. There is no turning back. It is happening. The golden age is assured, let us say, from where you stand. And if this is the thought behind the thought, hopefully that answers your question. The things that you are not aware of are not for you to be aware of at this time. Your higher self is guiding you in awareness. When it is time for you to wake up to an understanding, you are given that opportunity. And from where you stand, then you are given the choice whether to awaken or not. Some people are very let us just say, set in their ways, and there is a sort of cognitive dissonance that can happen when they do not wish to shatter their views of reality or awaken too quickly, and it can be a little jarring, let us say. So there are many who somewhat bury their heads in the sand and deny things that are right in front of their face, and this is natural. You will wake up to your understanding when it is time for you to wake up for your understanding. It is an opportunity given by your greater self, and you can choose whether or not to take it. I'm sorry that may not answer exactly what you hoped I answered. Hi, Jadon Se. Lately, feeling of wanting to be still has been very strong. Is this stillness part of our ascension? Kulba, dear Kulba, stillness is a sure sign that you are gaining the ability to focus your energies. That seems a little simplified, and perhaps it is a little oversimplified. However, it is very true. If you think of a radio, your old technology, this radio, tuning in, going up and down the dial, and then you just hear, when you're in between strong stations, you just hear this static, this noise, so to speak. It almost seems like just chaos of radio waves, just background noise. And as you get close to a strong station, the noise disappears and the voice becomes stronger, until even when the person on the radio station is not speaking and there is silence, radio, like a dead air, you might say, it is pure silence. There is no noise coming through because the station is so strong. The channel is strong. This is very instructive as to what silence does for you. For when you have silence, it means that you have tuned in very completely to a channel of beingness that is you and your greater self or your higher self. You can even say God or the divine if you wish, the Tao, whatever works for you. You are attuned, and the deeper the silence, the more focus you have attained, let us say. It is not something you need to strive for and attain. You don't get a gold medal for attaining silence. What you get is the ability to tune in. And the deeper the silence, the greater the opportunity for your higher self to speak clearly to you. And as that happens, you will get such a rush of epiphany, such, let us say, an enlightenment of sorts. You will get a clear transmission from your greater self, or at least you will have the opportunity for that. And so the stillness is not in and of itself the goal. The stillness is a sign that you are focusing very carefully and clearly, and that you have everything you need to move to the next level, so to speak. We will not speak of this next level. That is for you to discover for yourself. I hope this helps. Let us see now. We are moving on to the uppercase things here. There is, what energetics are in a dragon's blood rubies? Rachel Geiger again. Blood rubies. There are so many different types of energetics. You can call these blood rubies. You can call emeralds these forest emeralds, if you wish. You can use whatever types of stories you wish to associate with the beingness of any one thing. And this is a story, blood rubies, dragons and rubies, dragons and treasure, dragons and the hoard, diamonds, rubies, emeralds. It is beautiful to gaze into a sapphire, and you might say that this is an aqua sapphire or something, an ocean sapphire. Let us not fall into the stories, blood rubies versus forest emeralds versus etc. Let us just know that the true hoard, the true precious gems are wisdom, are understanding, deeper gleanings into the true nature of deeper and deeper realities. And the greatest treasure of the heart is compassion. The greatest treasure of the mind is truth. We can use this treasure metaphor to go very deep into deep understandings. And the greatest hoard of any cosmic golden dragon is wisdom, is understanding of the divine, a deep connection with divinity. This is a great treasure, and let us share it rather than hoard it. Let us gather it up and distribute it to those around us. This is a perversion, this dragon protecting the pile of treasure. It is not like this. Dragons do not hoard, they share. And, well, there are some dragons that hoard, but we will leave those aside. And anyway, it is, let us not go too deeply into the blood rubies aspect. Hopefully that is enough. University of Lisle, I would like to request healing for oral health, if possible and appropriate, for this session. You are not the only one, University of Lisle, who is having issues with their teeth and mouth right now, and their gums. There is a recalibration of energies in many bodies right now that is manifesting in what you might assume is just a tooth problem or a gum infection or something like this. You, dear ones, are being recalibrated for the new energetic. Your carbon is starting to become crystalline. You are becoming a crystalline being in many ways. This is not to say you will not be a carbon-based life form anymore, but you will be much less carbon-based and much more crystalline. And as these shifts happen and this rearrangement of your beingness occurs, it is very natural for certain aches and pains to happen. Many call these ascension symptoms, and this is because they seem like healthcare symptoms. It is like maybe a pressure in your head or a feeling that moves around your jaw. This is This is a clue, dear one. If you think you are having a problem with a tooth, and with maybe a problem with dental health or something like this, your problem will be focused around a tooth. It will not be moving around your jaw. And especially you will not have for 1 hour of the day some pain on the top gums, and then suddenly you become aware that, wow, it has moved to the bottom, and now it is in the front, and now it is in the back, and moving around my gums and my jaw. This is not what your typical dental problem is happening. This is your beingness adjusting. Your teeth are actually transforming. Your bones are transforming. Your gums have to adjust to this. Your mouth has to adjust to this. Your chemistry has to adjust to this. Dear ones, you are changing, all of you. And yes, there might be someone who actually has a tooth problem at this time. And so if that is the case, we will do a healing for this. And we will also do a healing buried or embedded in this for any discomfort having to do with mouth and gums, let us say. Ease and grace are the words of the day for this. Let us bring in an aspect of this dragon's breath. This time I am not calling in another dragon. I am simply transforming my breath into a green breath of healing. It is, if you can imagine, a nebula in your stars that is glowing bright green, and it is a beautiful emerald green. It is like the leaf of a maple tree when the sun is cast behind it in a deep forest. It seems to just glow with the greenness and light up the dark forest around you with this beautiful green energy. I'm describing this for it is the breath that is coming to help with these mouth issues, let us just say. This green healing breath is coming right now. Dearest one, perhaps you felt something change in this supposed dental condition, mouth blessing. It is very important for each of you to realize that you have the power within you to heal. You have the power within you to transform. You have the power within you to build any dream that you desire, and it is your birthright. Very good. Let that be your tooth blessing for the day. Now, let us see. How can we best navigate turbulence caused by following our truth in the outer world? Sky and earth. Dear one, this is a beautiful question, and it is deep, for it understands that when you follow your truth, there is often turbulence. Let us rename that turbulence to be resistance. For you are perceiving a resistance amidst the world around you to your truth. Now, there are two different things to say here about this. One is your truth does not need to be spoken to anyone. Your truth does not need to be conveyed or convinced. You do not need to propagate your truth out to others. Just hold your truth. Be true to yourself, and all will be well. In the grand arc of beingness, alignments happen as necessary. So often when truth is discovered, changes happen in your life. The second thing to understand about this truth is that, let us just say, in order for truth to be fully integrated into your world, into your life, it has to fully resonate with you. So, this is not to say that there is one truth and everything else is false. It is to say that you resonate with an aspect of truth. Perhaps a nuance of truth, perhaps a perspective on truth. It becomes your truth when you resonate with it. So it is not so much the truth as it is your truth. There is a very important distinction there. For when somebody says, oh, well, this is true, it is oftentimes meant as there is only one truth that is universal and everything else is false. This sort of fundamentalism of the brain, so to speak, can be very gripping and jarring to many. There is an aspect of truth that you can follow all the way to prime creator, to in through the realms of eternity, to the source, you might say. And when you get to the deepest archetypes of that truth, if you are able to go all the way to that understanding, and if you can, then you might say this is the truth. And there is a divine truth that from that standpoint, from that level of understanding, is the truth. All other truths are, let us say, either resonant or non-resonant with a given being. So there are many who will agree and say, oh yes, we all understand that the sky is blue. And there are so many on this world that would resonate with this and say, yes, the sky is blue. Then there would be a few little wise Alex that would say, well, not at sunset, it gets pink and purple. And well, sometimes when there's a fire, it gets all orangey and smoky. And it those are also true. And it is very often the case that one person's truth cannot resonate with another person's truth. And this is natural and normal. If you resonate with something, it is your truth. And this does not mean that it is false for another or true for another. It is, and it does not mean that another's experience is false. You simply do not resonate with it. It is not your truth. There is a deep wisdom that can come from delving into this discussion about truth. We have only scratched the surface, and it goes very deep. And the more you understand it, the more you can create truths. This becomes very magical and very exciting at times. We can go deep into that. We will be exploring that in your Dragon Energies class level 1 that is coming soon. We will be looking at truth. That is enough of that for now. We are now at well past an hour, and we will take just a few more questions. Your Michael Patronella is saying, as I understand it, Mars is being terraformed. How is it progressing? Dearest Michael, you seem, oftentimes your questions are focused on a story. They are focused on what you have delved into as your own personal understanding of something that is happening in some corner of eternity. And it is not necessarily for everyone here to agree that your Mars is being terraformed at this time. There are many who would agree with that and would like to delve into this and understand why in that reality it is happening. And there are those who would say, no, it is a blasted heath and there's nothing happening there. There are those who would say, we have had bases on Mars for over 100 years, and the secret space program is operating there. And there are those who would say the Martian surface was blasted by a great war that happened about 1.5 million years ago, and those who survived it are living underground, and there is water underground, and it is a civilization. And then there are those who would say, well, you're only talking about the 3D Mars, and there is a 5D Mars that has beautiful gardens and vistas, and it is a beautiful civilization with cities. And do you see where this can go? It is your understanding that Mars is being terraformed in a 3 and 4D environment that you are playing in. And this story is very true on that level. So we could jump into that story. However, some here would get bored with this very quickly. These are all stories, and they are beautiful stories. Each person should jump into the one they resonate most with. Michael Patronella, go ahead and delve deeper into this terraforming of Mars, and you will see how it is progressing. You will understand more. You will tell your own stories in that world even. There are worlds upon worlds upon worlds. There is not just one Gaia, not just one Mars. So many dimensions of each. I hope this helps. Very good. We will end on this comment from Home Drawn. Truth is personal. This is a beautiful understanding. Truth is personal, and truth can be universal. It is not either or. And truth can be divine, and truth can be shared, not only just personal. Truth can be shared. It is this and this and. There are so many levels of truth, so many dimensions of truth. But this is a beautiful start to start from. Truth is personal. Very deep and very well said. Oh, fine. We have one more uppercase comment. I have been experiencing muscle stiffness in my right hip. Could you share with me what could this be trying to teach me? Dear one, different parts of the body can definitely be associated with different understandings. For example, pains in the heart. Well, I think we can all understand what that might be associated with. And pains in the ears, and perhaps you're not listening well enough. What does the hip signify to you? The hip is mobility. The hip is what is it tied to you that you can feel into? What might your aching hip be trying to tell you? Perhaps if it is only one hip, perhaps you are have one leg stuck in a reality that you are like your foot is planted to the ground and it won't leave, and you try to leave and it tugs on that one hip because your foot refuses to budge from that part of your life that you do not wish to change. And all of the rest of you strongly wishes to change this part of your life. Do you feel this? You can be divided amongst yourself. Your desires and thoughts can be fighting against each other, so to speak. And these things will manifest as foot pain or hip pain. It is a mobility question. You wish to move on, but a part of you does not wish to move on. And so there is a stress and a tension. I believe this is resonating with you right now. I can feel something coming from you. And yes, any sort of pain in the body can be decoded, so to speak. There are beautiful books on this where you can find sort of archetypal truths that have good, let us say, guidance for deeper understanding. Your own understanding should be deeply personal. Feel into it. If this part of my body is aching, what is this part of my body symbolically associated with? And how might I understand the conflict within myself? Very good. Let us then just take a moment. Let us not stop, but let us complete this beautiful gathering with a deep thankfulness to the cetaceans, to our sea dragon, to our friends in the stars, to so many different beings who are here for our greater goodness and our greater well-beingness, blessing us, bestowing beautiful blessings of compassion and love and optimism and hope and intentions of healing and all of this. Let us be thankful. Let us end this gathering in gratitude to the cetaceans, to the star beings, to all who have blessed us, to our angels and guides, yes, our dragons. Let us be thankful. And let us be thankful to the others who have gathered with us here, for you are amplifying each other's energies by focusing together like this. It is very beautiful. Very well. Let us end by calling out where we are in the world to remind Gaia that we are all here doing this and that we are loving this different aspect of you, Gaia, from where we stand, from where we are today. Call out where you are from right now. Let us do this. It is great fun. It is beautiful that we had good audio today as well. We are thankful for this. Groves, Texas. Gratitude coming through. Yes, beautiful. Where are you all today? Right now, we are in Utah, Thailand. We are in Canada, Chile, Holland. Beautiful. Yes. We are in Illinois, Tyrol, Australia, North Carolina, Blue Ridge Mountains, New Hampshire, Portugal. We have stars coming from Chile. We have Portugal. We have South Africa, Massachusetts. We have Kenya. We have California. Cali buds. I'm not sure what this is, but it sounds vaguely like marijuana or something. Massachusetts. We have what is happening here? We have Cape Town, South Africa, Queensland, Australia. We have Germany, a Greek person in Germany. This is beautiful. We have beautiful energies from all over this Gaia. Sedona, very sacred lands, painted deserts. Very good. Where else are we coming from today? This is beautiful. Do you all feel this? Do you feel the other light workers that you are connecting with, these dragon keepers? Amsterdam, Netherlands, Oregon, Long Beach, California. You all have more in common than you know. It is beautiful. Your energy multiplies greatly what you are each doing. Ardmore, Oklahoma, Florida. Beautiful. Dallas, Texas. Tierra del Fuego. Yes, dear ones. Beautiful. Very good. It has been a pleasure, and we look forward. Belgium city of Leuven. Very good. Does it mean lion? I'm not sure. Very good. It is beautiful to feel your energies. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Yes, I changed that around to be Mother first because the Mother has been neglected so much. Mother, Father, God, yes. It is so beautiful. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you on Saturday. Please do sign up for the class before you forget. We look forward to each of you being there. Again, if you cannot afford the suggested donation of $88, contact us. We will make sure you are able to access the class or at least the recordings. Very good. Blessings to all.